Hey everybody. Happy Sunday. Right? It's Sunday. Let me make sure. Yeah, it's Sunday. Listen, I have a message for y'all today. Whew. I hope everybody read my post that I put on my page this morning talking about African spirituality and my journey and my foundation within Christianity. I wanted to elaborate on that a little bit more. Not that I have to, because I feel the need to, because this is my journey. This is where I am, and beyond anything negative or being misunderstood, there's somebody out there that's listening and really feeling where I am. When I say that Christianity is the foundation of who I am, that is what I grew up on. I can't deny my foundation. I can't deny my foundation. But that's not where it stops. When you're on a journey and you're open and you have a purpose and you're an individual like me, always seeking truth, always wanting to know what's your history, why that is, where that is, who that is. I'm a very inquisitive person. That couldn't be very daunting for some people because they're not used to someone wanting to know. But that's one of my qualities. Although some people have tried to make it seem like that's one of my downfalls, but that's one of my qualities. If you don't ask questions, you don't know. If you don't research, you'll never know. Okay? So I like to ask questions. I like to research. And on top of that, if someone tells me something, I have to check for its validity. Is that how you say that? Make sure it's valid. You know how the preachers say, just don't take my word for it. Study. A lot of them mean it, and some of them don't. And you can tell who doesn't mean it because you come back and say, well, Pastor, what about this? Well, Pastor, what about this? I don't understand. They get a little irritated. They really didn't mean that. But we're not going to go there. But the topic is living in the basement. Living in the basement. Here's my story. Growing up, my grandmother, we moved into this house. Okay, we moved into this house. And so I have had an uncle. He's passed on. My grandmother's passed on. Who, had some mental things going on because of the life that he chose before. And my uncle, I loved him dearly, okay? All he wanted was his cigarettes, okay? And whatever he can get from the store, but mostly his cigarettes. Anybody that know me know which uncle I'm talking about, okay? But grandma put him down in the basement because he could be kind of irate at times. He could just be like, it could be real crazy with him, especially if he didn't have his cigarette. And he smoked like a chimney. He smoked like a chimney. It didn't bother him. He didn't get sick because of the smoke. He died from something else. But I used to think that, okay, you smoking too much. He could smoke packs of cigarettes through the day and walk up and down the street. You give him the money for them cigarettes, he gone. You ain't even got to give him a ride. But anyway, because of, his lifestyle, how he acted, his mental issues, grandma made him live in the basement. Okay? And some of you say, "Ooh, that's harsh." But she fixed up the basement. It was nice down there. It had heat. It had a TV. It had furniture. It was really nice down there. But she felt like, if I put him down in the basement, he's out of sight, out of mind. Okay? But Unc was like, okay, Mama, I hear what you're saying. He would emerge every now and then out of the basement. And Grandma would get upset. So she would be in her room and she'd be like, are you in there? Are you in my pots? You in my kitchen? And he'd be like, I'm leaving. I want around there. And he'd go on back down in the basement after he done got what he wanted. Okay? And then there would be times where she would leave the house and lock him down in the basement. He only had access to the basement door to go outside. Okay? Again, Grandma was like out of sight, out of mind. But Unc was like, listen, you ain't gonna keep me in the basement. The world is gonna know about me whether they like it or not. Cause he gonna come up themselves and say, you got some money for some cigarettes? You got some change? How you doing? Yeah. He be laughing. Just just sitting there laughing. Grandma would get irritated. Go back down in that basement. Okay, I'm going somewhere with this. And so there'd be times that she was like Grandma, where Uncle at? He in that basement where he's supposed to be. And then we happen to look out the window and he done walked up the street. Okay? So this is my point. Living in the basement. When it comes to truth, I told you I'm gonna tie this in. When it comes to truth and what the way you were raised, Christianity is my foundation. It's like building a house. It's my foundation. The basement. You ever seen a house that was built? They get the foundation, they lay it out, they make sure it's on stable land, they make sure there's nothing going on in that land. You know, they make sure the land can hold the house. So they build the basement first. Even if it doesn't have a basement, it's a foundation. Okay? Christianity is that foundation. But me and you can choose to build upon that. I don't want nobody to think I don't lost my mind. I don't love the Lord no more. I'm crazy. No, I'm just adding to the foundation. Oh, I feel this in my spirit. I'm just adding to the foundation which was already built. And I didn't build it. It was my mother. It was her grandmother. Those ladies, those women, those queens in my life, they built the foundation for me. And that's where I lived for a while. But I'm like my uncle. I had to come out the basement. Okay? Because of the people that believe what I believe or whatever, they keep you in the basement. They think this is it. There's nothing else. That's a wrap. Stay right here. Don't you move. I'm like my uncle. I'm coming out the basement. I want to see what's out there. I want to know what's going on. I want to experience more. That's what I'm doing. This is my journey. And then everything in the basement is not complete. It looks nice. I learned a lot there, but it wasn't complete. I think one of the biggest things about my personality is that I'm a seeker. And that what people would call, I'm not afraid to be out there. The world will call it a daredevil. Some call it a trailblazer. I will go places no one else will go. I will go seek out things nobody else will have the nerves or the guts to do. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm building my future. I'm building a home which not only I can live in, I can reside in, I can enjoy, but my children and my children's children from generation to generation. I mean, my literal spiritual home I'm building. And I get on here and I give y'all the basis of that. I don't go into detail because everybody can't handle that. And I would rather have a one-on-one or an intimate conversation about that, which would be a Zoom or maybe a conference call. I could tell you, yes, I'm laying the blocks. I'm laying the bricks, so to speak. I'm putting things in place. This is where the window's going to be. This is where the door's going to be. But the details of what is that house made of? How long did it take to build it? What materials are you using? What's the layout of the house? That would be an intimate conversation. I only give just bits and pieces here because I know that when people follow you and they admire you and they look up to you, if you begin to tap into other areas that they don't quite understand, people become offensive and they become what they say disappointed because they felt like you took them over here, but now you over there. It's nothing to do with you. You can't take it personal. This is about who I am. This is about my destiny. This is about my children. This is about my purpose. This is about my lineage. This is about my DNA. This is about my bloodline. And y'all can't take offense to that. When I get up in the morning and look in the mirror, I don't see you. I see me. Can I say it again? I don't see you. I see me. I see my skin. I see my eyes. I see my hair. I see me. I see my mouth, my teeth. And I'm wondering, where is all this coming from? What is all this about? Is more to this than what I've been taught. Everybody don't have the nerve to go that far or to question, or they're fearful because we've been taught to be fearful. We've been taught that the unknown is of the devil. We've been taught that if we go over there, and I've been saying this for days now, we're going to catch a spirit. And that's so far from the truth, because the thing that you may be seeking, the thing that is yet calling you, the thing that is yet drawing you is on the inside. You're just hearing the inner cry of what's on the inside. And so people tell us, and you go and you say, this is XYZ. This is what they say, oh, that's the devil. That's the spirit of the devil calling you. No, there's something on the inside wanting to know more. There's something on the inside crying out to you. There's something in your destiny and your bloodline that says, hello, you need to know this. You need to embrace this. You need to accept this. And it will help you understand who you are. It will help you understand where you are. It will help you identify, pinpoint why you do some of the things that you do. And you know what? A lot of things that we do, those that are of African descent, a lot of things that we do, we don't know why. We don't know why. How did I know how to do that? Where did that come from? And so you go to the basement. Hear me, I'm going here. You go to the basement and you say, well, I had a dream this. And so because they know no more than what they have taught you in the basement, they're going to keep you at the basement level. They're going to say, oh, baby, this is the scripture on that. Don't, no. That's no. You can't do that. You're going to get a spirit. You're going to step into a realm you're not ready for. And we believe that because that's all we know is the basement. Hey, cousin. That's all we know is the basement. But my little black butt came out the basement. Okay? You ever have a child or a cousin or know of someone, they always looking at themselves? That was me. I was looking at myself like, what? Why is my booty like this? Why my hips like that? Well, I'm going there. Why my eyes slant a little bit? Why my nose like this? What? But if all they know is the basement, can't nobody give them no answers. So if they can't get it from the basement, guess what? They're gonna be like my uncle. It's Uncle Dabby. Rest in heaven, Uncle Dabby. I love you. It's gonna be like Uncle Dabby say, well, let me creep out of here. Since you don't want me a part of, I'm gonna see what's really going on. I want answers. I want answers. I can't sit here in this basement. Nobody's talking to me. Nobody's really giving me answers. I'm sitting here feeling like I'm about to explode because I see all this. I see all this in my mind, in my spirit. When I go to sleep, I have vision. When I pray, I feel all this power. It's more to this than this basement. Come on, y'all. I know that's right. That's it. Yes, sis. Yes, queen. That's it. And so this is what I'm doing. I'm building the foundation of who I am. If you don't want to know who you are, that's on you, boo-boo. And I'm talking to every race. This is just not for those of us from African descent. This is for everybody. All those that will have an ear to hear what the Spirit is saying to the church. If y'all want to go biblical, I can go there too. But I want to know. When I went on that live, when my spiritual daughter sent me that live, and that woman was teaching about African spirituality. Her godfather was from Africa, and she was over there for some years helping them. And she began to talk about her ancestors. I cried like a baby. I'm gonna try not to cry. I boo-hoo cried. You wanna know why I boo-hoo cried? Because I've been told for so many years that when you honor your ancestors, if you talk to your ancestors, if you pray about your ancestors, it's a devil, and that's so far from the truth. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of the lies. I'm sick of the missing pieces. I'm sick. I cried because that thing touched my soul in a way I can't even describe. That thing touched my heart in such a way it freed me. I was angry. I was hurt because I've been told, no, 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 that's not what you do. Don't lock your hair. I don't know why the hell I lock my hair until I start studying. I don't know why the hell I want a hair wrap. I thought it'd just be pretty until I start studying. I didn't know. I didn't know. I wouldn't get no answers from the church. I don't know why I was able to make things and was interested in herbs. Everybody said, oh, that's a nice gift. No, baby, that's my bloodline. That come from my ancestors. Oh, they ain't ready. Y'all, they ain't ready, but they better get ready. Whitewash. Yeah. Hey, cousin Sonia. Hey. Yeah. It's real, y'all. And no offense to my friends of other cultures, other races. Listen, I'm not trying to be. Listen, y'all know I'm an all around person, but this thing is about me. And those of you that know me and love you, you appreciate it. But I respect that, Queen. I respect that. Y'all know, everybody know stuff has been stolen from us. Everybody knows. Everybody on this planet say, yeah, a lot of stuff been stolen. And why I'm so passionate about this, because I couldn't tap into my full potential, my full healing until I came out the basement. Somebody said it's better in the basement. No, it's not. I was dying in the basement. I was hungry in the basement. I was thirsty in the basement. I was depressed in the basement. I was ridiculed and spat on and stepped upon in the basement. I was taken advantage of in the basement. But now that I'm building my house and I'm rising to power, because when you come out the basement, you rise to power. You rise up. Now I can help you want to break some generational curses? Do you really? People, my people of color, you want to break some generational curses? Find out what's in your bloodline. We can yeah. We can do all that. That's good. It feel good for the moment. But you really want to break some generational curses? Find out what's in your bloodline. I dare you. You really want to help your children? Find out what's in your bloodline. You really want to understand yourself? Pick up a book about African history. And we're the first to say, they lied to us in school. They didn't give us the truth. But then when it's people like us that's been taught in the basement, when we decide to rise up, people want to come against you. They want to condemn you, that condemn me to hell, cuss me out, talk about me. I don't give a flying flip. Me and mine, we're going to be free. That's why God gave me an internal microphone, because come on now, I'm going to cry loud and spare not. When I tell you I feel good, also we look at your health. There's certain things you shouldn't even be eating. There's certain things we shouldn't even be engaging in. And another thing this beautiful woman said, she said, when we're not connected to who we are, that can cause sickness in our body. Your mind is cloudy. I'm telling you, I said, oh my gosh, because you don't know. Just like being in a relationship or being in a marriage. If you don't know what your spouse needs, come on. You can't really cater to them. You can't help them because you don't know. But whoever will hear me, Whoever will listen. I'm telling y'all, I'm on the path of wholeness and healing. And y'all know I was raised. My mama raised me gung-ho in the church. And let me tell you, I know I got mama blessings because we've had discussions. She said, "You right, baby. You right. That's right. Let me tell you where this come from." Mama didn't say, "Well, the Bible says." No, she said, "No, let me tell you where this come from." Y'all, I got a little bit of everything. We come on. We got Indian, we got African, we got Mexican. Come on. We got Puerto Rican. We got everything. We have white, Italian. We got a beautiful mashup in our family. But the foundation is that of color and the Indian descent. I remember my mama talking about my great grandmother parents, how big and beautiful they were. My great grandmother had that straight, come on, and then my grandmother, honey, Blackfoot Indian, and her skin darker than mine. Sometimes I look in the mirror, I see her, I'm like, oh, grandma, that you? I'm telling you, I think she comes in my face sometimes. If you look at some of my pictures, those that know my grandma Elizabeth, if you look at some of my pictures or you watch some of my videos, it scares the Jesus out of me because I see her. Okay? And she was so, ooh, everybody know, ooh, Grandma Elizabeth will cut you. But all that is because of who. But I believe if my grandmother and my great grandmother, if they all knew, somebody could have sat down and talked to them and said, this is what's in you, this is why this is, they could have helped us not go through some of the things we had to go through. We would not engage in some of the things we engaged in, as far as being abusive to our bodies and putting different things in our bodies and allowing people to treat us a certain way because they didn't know who they were. They had an idea, but they didn't know. And so this is what is happening to the generations now. Okay, the Gen generation, the X generation, I think it's the Y generation. I'm in one of those. This is what's happening now. We're becoming conscious. People talking about they so conscious. Yeah, wake up. Wake up and smell the roses. Wake up and smell the coffee. We're becoming conscious because we want to know. Since they don't want us to know, we want to know. And those of us that were like me. I'm gung ho, gung ho Christian. Oh no, I'm not going. I was there. They had me like that in the basement. I stayed in the basement. I'd be like, I may look out the door for a little bit. I stayed in the basement because I was obedient. But then something would start to. It's almost like being on the table and you've been put under. Your body begin to jerk. It begin to wake up. I would start having dreams. See, this thing chose me. I didn't choose it. I started to dream. My body, I have visions. And nobody could tell me anything. Or I'd be scared to talk to anyone about it. But because of who I am, my mom said that strong-willed child, I was able to come out of that unconscious state into consciousness and embrace it. So that is why I'm going to do a DNA testing this year. And it's going to tell me everything that's going on inside of me. And then I'm going to be able to build past the basement and begin to build the house, the spiritual house for all of my children, my descendants to reside in. Oh, it feels good to say that. And I pray that something that I said would spark somebody, would strike a chord. Ring, ding, 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 ding. Strike a chord to help you understand and know how important it is. Do not allow yourself to live another day not wanting to know more. Don't stay in the basement. Don't live in the basement. Build that house. Build that spiritual house. Do the research. Speak on it. Have conversations with your children. When your children come to you about their dreams and their visions, or maybe they seen something or they heard something, don't brush it off. They say, Say, come here, baby. Let's research that. Why do they see spirits? And then another thing I want to say, and then I'm gone. In the church, Christianity, we teach people about the fivefold ministry, right? The pastors, the teachers, the prophets, and all of that. Great. But it's more to me than that. Ooh, there's more to me than that. I thank God for it. I don't walk through all the fivefold. But guess what? On the other side, I'm a healer. I'm a shaman. I'm an herbalist. Oh, I just put that out there. Oh, yeah, it's more. So if you don't want to know, I respect your wishes. But it's for me in my house. We gonna know. Because if you don't know, now you know. That's where I'm at. I didn't even know I was gonna come like that. But somebody pulled on my spirit and I had to let it out. But that woman blessed me. If you want that video, I'll send it to your inbox. That woman blessed me. She knew her native. She knew her language from her country. She could pray in that. She knew about the. I was jealous. Low key, I was a little jealous because I don't know none of that. I know some. Now I know some stuff, but then I was like captivated. It was powerful. It was powerful. If you religious, you tradition, you so holier than now, you ain't ready for this. I was taking notes. I got like 3 pages of notes. She blessed me so good. She was able to give a whole, they call it a reading. Some of you say, oh, that's a reading, that's a damn whatever. Get off my live. But for those of that, it was a reading for the new year from her people, from her interpretation of her people. And it was on point. What we can expect for the new year. She began to break down death, how we've been taught to view death. And the way we've been taught to view death is just sad. And when she began to say, this is the way you're supposed to view it, I was like, oh, because we transition from one phase to another. But we've been taught death is always no, 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 no. They become your ancestors. They be y'all. We're talking about healing. I can't even put into words. You talking about purpose. Now that's purpose. You talking about peace, and she began to talk about joy. And also how we ought to deal with chaos. She brought it so real and so plain, but it was deep. We've been missing it. But it's not our fault. We was told that this is all we know, in the basement. I mean, I'm not in the basement no more, y'all. I'm going to pop upstairs on the 3rd floor, decorating. But I'm grateful. So I give honor. I give honor to God. I give honor to the Creator for allowing me to be the person that I am. I thank you for the voice you've given me to speak to the world, to speak to the nations about that which you revealed to me. I thank you for the wisdom of how to use it and when to use it. I thank you for creating me. I'm going to speak into the lives of my people, my brown and black people. I thank you for creating us to be kings and queens from the beginning of time. I thank you for the gift that you have placed in us to see, to hear, to make, to create. I thank you, God, that we are waking up now and we are taking our rightful place. We are not bound by traditional religion. We're coming into a place of from religion to spirituality. Thank you, Lord, for everything. Thank you, Spirit. And I honor my ancestors this day, live, publicly, before those that told me not to honor them, that it was not right. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. Because I was ignorant. I did not know. But now that I know, I can begin to walk in a place I've never walked into. I can begin to walk in power I've never experienced. I can begin to heal myself and my seed and those that will listen to me in such a prominent and powerful place. I am grateful for this mantle. I am grateful for this assignment. And I won't take back, I won't take down, and I won't turn around. This is my prayer. This is my decree this day. Amen. I mean, do that. It is what it is. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for all of you. I want to say this to my friends. Thank you for being bold to study, being bold to share. Thank you for those that are conscious. I thank you. You're bold, you're strong, you're standing in your place, you're standing on your square. I thank you. It's not easy. It's not easy to go against the grain. My Haitian friend, my African friend, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the freedom that you have. Thank you for the knowledge that you have. Thank you. I respect and I honor what you do. Thank you. And many of us, I see a lot of people wanting to marry people of from different cultures and different countries and different lands, and you can't even respect where they come from. You can't even respect how they were raised. Don't just want somebody because they're beautiful. Don't just want to marry somebody because you've never seen anything like that before, because they're exotic. You have to want and love all of them. Where they come from, what they believe. Stop just wanting to be with people because the way they look. You in error. You got to take everything that comes with them and honor and respect that. And don't be trying, oh, this is the only way. No. But that's what people want. Oh, I want me an African wife. I want me an African man. I want me an Indian man. I want me. You don't even know what's in their bloodline. All you want is a beautiful body and the exoticness to go. That ain't how this works. It's about purpose and destiny and respecting and honoring each other where we are. And we lost that in America. We want everybody to do it our way. This is my way. It's my way or the highway. We better stop. But we go and we get these beautiful people from these other lands and we marry them, and we find ourselves in a spiritual war, a spiritual battle, because we don't understand, or we don't honor, and we don't respect, or we try to take them away from the... No, not so. No more. Just, it's more to us than just this and this. Because this going to pass away. What I'm honoring is that which was put in me in my mother's womb before I was even formed. That's what I'm honoring. Because I've been taught not to honor it. I've been taught not to learn. Y'all, it's a different flow over here in the queendom. It's a different flow. Oh, I got something for you. I got something for you. And we're going to be free. And we're going to be knowledgeable. We're going to have wisdom. And we're going to flow in some power. It's about to be magical. That's the only way I can say it. Magical. Magical. How did you describe it? It's magical. You know the word. I am magic. Yeah, magical. So I'm going to go ahead and just say what I got to say. And it's going to be like Raid. Get rid of the roaches, the rodents, and everything. I'm spraying it everywhere. I'm spraying this knowledge, this wisdom everywhere. And everything that should not be is going to just leave out of my life. Because this is the way we going. This is the way we flowing. Okay? I'm telling everybody now. I love y'all. I will never dishonor where I was in the basement. I'll never, that's my foundation. But I'm not going to discredit where I'm going. Not going to deny where I'm going. I got to speak on it. Because it helped me, it can help somebody else. I love you. Have a wonderful day. Come up out of that basement and live your life and build your legacy for yourself, for your children's children, for your nieces, your nephews, and your cousins, and all those young people to come. Start building. Come out the basement. I love you. Have a wonderful Sunday. Bye-bye.